Ultra marathon running is completely different than shorter running, in that you do have to eat and drink along the way. And I'd never done that in my runs. I'm used to running from step one to the end and get it over and done with. I tried to do that in 1992. I got halfway and that was it. I got to the Engineer Pass aid station, sat down, and I could not get up. When I finally was able to get out of that chair, I couldn't even walk. I literally crawled that half mile or so from that aid station up to the road at 13,000 feet on Engineer Pass. Meanwhile, they radioed ahead, and a friend of mine from Silverland came and picked me up, but he had to pick me up and put me in his truck. I couldn't walk. My legs refused to function. We got into Silverland, he had to carry me into his house and put me in the shower. My legs would not work. They were absolutely shot. I'd never experienced that in my life. But I knew I had to do it. So the next year I did it again. This time, the first year was run clockwise. The next year was run counterclockwise. I arrived in Telluride in the early morning, about 76 miles into the run. And I'd noticed going down into Telluride from Virginia's Pass, I was having trouble at times with my stride. My knees felt kind of stiff or something like that, but I wasn't paying attention. I was just watching the footing and everything else. Got into Telluride, and a friend of mine who was crewing me says, "Hey, if you look down at your legs," I looked down at my legs, and I tell you, I was astounded. I looked like Popeye. My legs were extremely swollen. There was no pain, but they were extremely swollen. Edema of the legs. What caused it? I have no idea. There was no pain, but it was certainly abnormal. This time I was making sure of eating and drinking along the way. I still have no idea what caused my legs to swell the way it did, so I dropped out of that race too. Year number 3 is 1974. Finally get through the race. I finished second. 1994. I finally got through the race and I found myself in second place. Absolutely surprised. But in 94, a friend of mine from Telluride, a guy named Ricky Denisick, paced me from Telluride to the finish. And I found that it does help to have somebody else along. Didn't hallucinate as bad. But the bottom line was, the big driving factor was basically, say, mental. That's something I really, really wanted to do. This is my backyard. This is where I grew up. This is where I've always run. I couldn't stand it that other people from other parts of the country would come here and finish the race, and I couldn't do it. So I finished it in 94. You say, the soul, the anima, that's anima in Spanish, the soul. Also, another word is alba, the soul. But animus it's an older word. Alma, I should say, alma. Alma is another word for that. Alma is the word used more often today, but animus is a more formal and older word than alma. Yeah, everybody that's going to be in that race come Friday morning at 6 o'clock in the morning is there because they really, really want to do it. There's no money involved. Not at all. Nobody gets a cent out of it.